Okay, let's get started, shall we? So, first things first, a small intro here, because this is going to YouTube as well. So, hello YouTube, you haven't actually probably seen my face, actually ever. But anyway, this is how I look like, and we are celebrating today the 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, even though we are streaming this on Twitch. But anyway, let's not let that be getting in the way of things. But yeah, we're going to be playing the first segment of this. There's going to be 3 segments of this stream. First is MEIOU Taxes on EU4, then it's going to be Timberborn, and then it's going to be Diablo 2 Resurrected as the last section. Altogether, it should be about 6 hours, but there's going to be small breaks in between, so the videos on YouTube are not going to be quite that long. But anyway, first things first, we need to figure out who the hell are we going to play as. So I'm thinking like we could technically play as Denmark to kind of follow the Medieval Kingdoms mod on Total War Attila that we've been doing on Thursdays. That is an option. Then I think Teutonic Order might also be quite an interesting option. They have a lot of vassals in here, or rather they have, well, they got a few self-governing parts of the nation. There's Varmia, Danzig, and then Livonian Order is their vassal, kind of. And then Livonia also has some vassals of their own. But then I think maybe, well, actually, Flanders is currently fighting against Brabant. Maybe we don't go there. I was thinking about maybe one of the Swedes here. I don't remember which one of these is the historical winner. Probably the one that is allied to Denmark, to be fair. Or is it? I don't know, actually. But anyway, technically that is an option, but I think Sweden's going to be quite difficult. The population is going to be small and all that, and then as soon as you win your civil war, then Novgorod is going to be a massive problem for you. So I think the options would be Denmark, Teutonic Order, then maybe something in Italy. Like maybe Genoa. In America and do nothing for a couple of centuries. Unfortunately, there is well, I mean, there's the Central America, but like North America, there's no nations to play as. Mostly, they used to be, but they would lack the game so badly. And I have in the past done custom nations in the North America, but it's also like custom nations in MEIOU Jackson is just very unstable in the first place. So maybe not that, but something in Italy like maybe Ferrara. Or something like that. Thank you, Dentrossi. It's been a long way coming. We finally reached it on yesterday. Then I suppose something in Greece might also be okay. That might be an interesting... Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, Athens is a division of Sicily. Interesting. That's okay, so there's actually not necessarily that many good options in here. What of these are vassal of Serbia? Yeah, Venice could be alright. Oh, Venice is not an island in this. It's part of the kind of continent. You can't just sit in your island there. Okay, that's interesting. So like Venice or Genoa, maybe. Although I'm not entirely sure how the mechanics for the, what they're called, trade leagues work. And then maybe something in, like, Ethiopia might be interesting. There would be a bit of a Thunderdome there before the Mamluks just ruffle stomp everything. Well, I have played Ethiopia in vanilla quite a bit. It can be quite fun. Yeah, I'd say the options would be probably Denmark, Teutonic Order, Venice, well, I'd say Genoa, and then Ethiopia. Do we have any favorites of that? I could put in a poll, but there's not that many here yet, so it would be mostly Alberto just using his points, voting for everything. Oh, Venice is allied to Milan. Interesting. somewhat unexpected. What about Genoa? Genoa is at war with... Oh. Trastamara. Yeah, I think we might go with Denmark. Like, you start at war, you are kind of helping against the... Well, one of the Sweden. But you're allied with Norway and Sweden. So you should technically be fine with that. And you know, you just help beat that. You might actually get the Skåne from that. I think that was a kind of a historical outcome of it. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Denmark. So we don't spend the entire stream, or the entire portion of this stream, just staring at this, so we can actually stare at the menus instead. But yeah, I've played a small bit of this. I had like a small test game of like a few years as Lübeck, but I've not done too much on this yet. There's a lot of things in the UI here. There's a lot of data that you kind of need to parse through to get the info that you need. Which can be kind of unfortunate to say the least. But we'll see how it goes. First, of course, we need to actually load into the game, which with this mod takes a while. But considering that it does kind of track all the populations in all the provinces and all that, and there's a lot more provinces, it's kind of understandable. And of course the amount of tags in this is just mind-boggling. Okay, maybe we'll get in soon. Come on. From wars in MEIOU? Yeah, I suppose that's kind of a... Thank you, Mus. How's it going? Either they can achieve more than speed 1 is truly amazing. Yeah, usually you can get maybe speed 2 or 3. I mean, if you have amazing PC, then you can maybe get a bit higher. Doing alright? Well, that's good to hear. But yes, I did have to celebrate yesterday. Actually, I'm wondering how well I can make this see, but I had a small bottle of whiskey that I drank, actually. Put it right there. Yeah, multiplayer MEIOU and taxes are just... speed 2 is the max that you can ever achieve. You use fleece to block and only 2 past Denmark. Yeah, true. Denmark should be somewhat safe, especially if we can get Skåne. That's going to allow us to build a fort there, which is going to allow us to do a lot of things. Oh, GG, thanks for the host. Much appreciated. Right, we're still trying to load into the game, though. There we go. Right, so the UI has indeed changed quite a bit. We can actually get some free policies already. Let's start with that, because that's going to be easy. I think we're going to try increase the centralization. What options do we have? So we've got the missionary strength. Tolerance of heretics would go down. Well, I mean, we don't really need to convert anyone yet. Oh, it's just putting up all the events already. Right. Let's get the centralization in. We're going to go through this. So we can have a look at the rework, but I think we're just going to learn by playing a little bit. Difficulty is normal. Historical tags, cultural conversion speed, gameplay, religion of minorities, gameplay. So you can kind of change the settings over there as well. Let the game begin, so we can focus on other things. Actually, what sort of missions do we have? Conquer Gotland. Build up navy. Control Scania. We need to control... Oh, all 3 of those. We might actually get that after we help Sweden win their civil war, though. And then we've got Colonial Ideas. Oh, right, these are common ideas, though. I don't think we'll be reaching the Colonial game today, though. But yeah, subjugate Oldenburg. We've got all sorts of things in here for Sweden, specifically. But yeah, that should be alright. The idea. So we got fortification ideas as the first one, and we've almost got all of the administrative ideas as well. So what sort of text do we start with? Tech 5 on everything. Okay, and there's the institution of meritocracy, which has not reached us yet. We do have legalism at least. And commercialization is... It is present in Lübeck, so it should technically spread to us. But yeah, that's gonna take a while. And then if you have a look at the estates, this is going to be interesting. Pie chart. Is this just the... Oh right, you can switch to what it shows. We're currently looking at the resource share. The lower class owns the majority. I won't get meritocracy until 250 odd years. Starts in China, he'll be banking, and the other one after that first, probably. It will take some time. So we got burghers, we got clergy, we got tribes. Well, technically we got tribes, not really that much though. Nobility, and then bureaucracy. In bureaucracy, I believe we can increase. Okay, that event happens. Good to know. State research, national income. Oh wait, no, state reach, not research. State reach about 5%. Next ability. There's a lot of reforms and oh right, found infrastructure. What sort of stuff do we have here? President of the Netherlands and MEIOU is also yeah. I can imagine that being okay. So on 0% of capital maintenance, leaving the rest to the elites. Our British amenities. Oh right, so you can kind of switch how much you pay the upkeep of things. Huh. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of vessels in this. Let's have a look at our navy though. What do we have? We got... Okay, we don't have any trade ships. That's unfortunate. And then what sort of army do we have? We got 5 infantry and a cavalry, okay. No, 2 cavalry. Alright then, what sort of troops does the enemy have? 4,000 men, 3 ships, so we got the naval supremacy to a certain degree. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of things that happen once we actually get further in. How much do we have income? We don't. Are we really not taxing that much then? We're rooting our corruption a little bit. Oh, right, the maintenance of the army is income next month. Okay, well, let's unpause. Faction takeover. Oh, wait a minute. Factions. And then the game is almost crashing on the first day. Or the second day, technically speaking. The start is always a bit rough in MEIOU and Texas. Once you get going, though, it should be much easier. I guess we can take a bit of... Oh, there we go. As soon as I'm about to take a sip of tea. You always feel like they tried to emulate Victoria in some ways. To some degree, I suppose that is true. Right, what sort of things did we get here? Oh wow, it's still loading up something. Okay. Yeah, the first 3 months are usually quite slow. Just put so much depth in the game and you don't want control for what anymore. Yeah, it's kind of hard to kind of grasp what's going on. But it's like very fascinating how the mod works in a lot of ways. Oh, there we go. We got the 2nd of January. So now we can actually have a look. So we got mercenary company unavailable. Okay, so there was a lot of mercenaries that we can not... Oh, and new company available. Cramped mercenary company. Norway has embraced legalism. And naive enthusiast. It's your favorite. Loves hate mod. To a certain degree, yeah. So do we have a general for this army? No, not really. Could we get a general for this army? Ooh. Do we really have that much corruption? I suppose we do. Oh yeah, there's a little fair bit of state corruption. We've got so many of these privileges. Being as a leader, I probably could. 4, 3, 2, 1. Honestly, that's not bad at this early. Normal average around 20 corruption. Fair enough. Right, so I suppose I could go and start seizing on Scone. Catholic faith, the game begin. There's a lot of alliances going in. Oh, look at the tax code. I'm just gonna delegate the taxes right now, so we don't need to worry about it too much. We're gonna learn in further more about it later on. Right, so we did get a wife. So what? Oh, new disease. But we've already got outbreak spawn in Lois. Dirty corruption. Yeah, I can imagine that being a bit rough. Right, so I wanted to check the portal. So we got a rulers 2, 3, 4, so they're kind of average. It's mad, which is not great. Legitimacy is going to be dropping rather quickly. Zealot is okay, and then our Crown Prince, or heir, has Native Intuition, but the stats aren't too bad. A total 10. I think we're going to manage that. Yeah, let's get this going and start. Oh, yeah, well, we'll go without the notifications about the courier. Let's actually have a look at the factions that we have. Oh, right, it just shows. Oh, well, the chiefs have no influence because we probably don't have any tribes. Then there's so the burghers, clergy, aristocrats, and bureaucracies. Okay. So what do we get from this again? We get a bit of legitimacy, but also monthly autonomy. Could be better. Alright then, I suppose I could actually send in my fleet down here somewhere to start sieging. Actually, if we send it over here, we can siege down the fort a little bit faster. But a lot of these places have fort level 1 at the start here. I remember a game we talked. Oh, so yeah, we were playing. I think I'm gonna go with medium looting. We're playing it as custom nations in South America. So yeah, the custom nations with this mod don't work all that well, but we still did it. I mean, that was like what, 2017? That was a long time ago. All provinces will have some sort of fort. Yeah, for the most part. It should be relatively easy to do. Hit by the locals. Right, yeah. But at least it makes sieging down things a little bit slower. Non expansion Casabelli against Sverige. Oh, Sverige. And realm expansion against Schleswig-Holstein. Okay, so if I was to attack... Oh, wow, right. I forgot that this looks a bit different. So there's various levels over here that you can see on the various industry. For example, if you have a look at Sjælland, we got level 1 amenities. Urban housing 10,000. Okay, it takes some industrial and knowledge goods to upkeep, then pathing rank 1. I think then level 2 might be okay as well. We got garrisons. I believe that is the... Well, no, actually, it's not the fort. It's just garrisons. No, it does add the fort level there. Never mind. Never mind. And then there's all sorts of things here that you can click. You can see undefended. Okay. Right, I think that might be the level 1 fort that is everywhere. I think we're at speed to speed 2 now. I know it's going to be quite amazing. But yeah, there's a lot of things that we haven't really gone through, and we are still losing a little bit of money, but somewhat less now than what at the start of the game here. And how much are we gaining points? 6, 6, and 7. Oh. What about the centralization? So we've got 29 right now. What does it do? So, unrest. There's a bit of trade power. Inflation reduction. Is there corruption in here somewhere? No. We kind of work like prestige right now. Oh, it does reduce the technology cost. Interesting. Well, at least the current modifier gives some reduction on that. I don't know if it's going to be better or worse once we get further. Got one merchant. Hold on a minute, we've got one merchant. North Sea. First we'll send the merchant to collect from there just to increase the money that we make. It's not a massive increase, to be fair. Another thing that I should probably do is... oh, Naval Materials. We gained a little bit of that, but we are using... Okay, so we are actually not gaining any right now. If we look at production interface, how much would it cost to get a Warcock? It would be 200, so we can't afford that yet. That's a shame. Getting a trade ship would be quite nice. I mean, if we have a look at the North Sea, how much do we have power there? Only 8 points. How much does the ship give them? Well, we just wait for that sea to go. The Warcock gives 1.5 points per ship. So right now, with just one ship, we would actually be quite a large increase on our percentage there. Like, it wouldn't be massive in raw numbers necessarily, but like getting a couple of those ships would probably give us about 50% extra. So the enemy has an army there. Oh, right, over these level 1 forts you can just walk over. You don't have to siege them down. Right, I remember now. What other policies did we have here? So we got the aggressive policing. Manpower recovery speed would go down, but national unrest would go down as well. And then there's the Tolerance Act, which I don't think we need to do. Not that there's really anything to convert for us. Church influence. Okay, I suppose we do not get any modifiers there. How is the papal stuff? Are we actually gaining influence? Very little, but we are. Also, we've got some diplomats that are not doing anything. Let's put those to work. Neighboring countries and allies to get started. Prove some relations there. We've already got 21% chance of winning the siege of down here. I think what we might want to do after that is maybe go up north to help siege out things, or rather help liberate things in there. I'm actually a bit surprised that Norway has not been called into the war, and none of the allies of the enemy have been called in either. They do have another 1,000 men somewhere that is no... Oh, there we go. They combined their armies. But yeah, we probably won't be getting all that far in this today, but we can probably pick this up later at some point. Just wanted to mix things up a little bit for the day stream. So the Swedes are sieging down Östergötland, and that's going alright, but they are losing the siege down here in the north a bit sooner. Do they have siege pips? No, they don't, so they've just been really lucky. To be fair, Sweden doesn't have any siege pips either, so I'm the only one probably in this war that does have siege pips. Plus has a navy to blockade the ports. That's probably helping us a little bit. What I could do is, once I've sieged down this, I can send my army through Sweden. Go somewhere over here. Maybe meet them in defensive battle. Hold on, that's Forest Hills, Grass Flats. Forest Hills, that gives -1 on the attacker, okay. Also, how much do we have population? Where do we see that again? Well, we can see the development kind of, but that's not giving the information about the population. Aha. Total. That's in thousands. So we've got 57,000 peasants, I believe. I know that there is, was it Hold on, let's pause for a moment while we read this. There was the name somewhere. Is it peasants, residents, nobles, burghers, clergy? So we've got 57,000 peasants, we got 18,000 burghers, or residents rather. 400 burghers, we got 1,500 nobles, and almost 800 clergy. Max manpower is different in the mod. The max manpower is the max army numbers you can have. So you can have 25,000 troops. If you are fielding 20, you can only have a reserve of 5,000 manpower. Oh, that's quite interesting. But if we have a look at our manpower, max is 10,000. So we technically, with our current army, be able to have 4,000 reserve. Oh, right. But we're not gaining it right now. Oh wait, no we are. Okay, well. Oh, there we go. I think this is the rebellion that won that siege. Oh. We could do a bit of looting. Right, if I go in there, we do have the numbers. We got an extra cavalry on them. We got better general. If we can... Oh, yeah, they are running away. With the fleet, a good point. Oh. Turn around. Now, we'll just need to hope that we'll get into that combat in time. How far are we? We're going to be here at the end of the year, basically. So no, I don't think we'll get there in time. And that's wooded flat. Oh yeah, that was a attack wipe. Alright. Well, this is not going very strong for them. The other, if they go for their Sweden's capital over here. That is wooded flats. It is a fort level 2. I'm not entirely sure that I'd get the defensive bonus. Now, as soon as we actually get through this month... Now, how do you the real income? Ah, right, I probably do. Game? There we go. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, it's actually... I'm still losing a little bit. Maybe not. So you're going to there. What I might do is actually just go in here. Because this is still going to give... Actually, no, it doesn't give negatives there, so... Oh, right, we did abandon the siege now. Other than the river crossing, I suppose. So is Sweden actually recruiting more troops? Not really. I think we need to fight them there. Okay, no, they gave up. Now they're running away. Oh, no. Okay, we'll just wait until they're recruiting. Oh, yeah, they are actually recruiting some. At least in these two. It ain't much. But it's some manpower. Alright, the war exhaustion lowers the manpower that you can have. Interesting. That's actually a pretty cool mechanic. One thing that I can do... Ratio per game junior partner. Alright then. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they got 2,000 men there. They're probably going up north. And recruiting a bit more as soon as they can. I think I'll try to siege down this one because we got the advantage in here. Like, we got a siege pip and we got a blockade going in. Over there, they do not have a siege pip or the blockade. So we should be able to get this siege done first. Then we're going to go and break the siege in Västergötland. Ooh, but they're getting another 1,000 men there. It is infantry. I could either start moving there now. We've not really done much progress on this. How much manpower do they have left? Good question. Do we still see it somewhere over here? Full amount of soldiers 5,000, manpower reserves 1,000. But they don't have a lot. Are we losing manpower on sieging? I suppose we are a little bit. I think we're gonna go in there and try to win the battle, although it is... Oh, may get a penalty. I could move it there first. Although, is this gonna have river crossing? No. So let's move there first. How soon are we there? April, oh dear. Well, we got time, they're gonna lose some manpower in there. Right, so they're trying to take the capital in there. If I can stop that, then we may still have a chance. I mean, I've not got anything to lose really in this war other than manpower and money. I'll also be losing a little bit, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, we're going to move in here. Then we're going to move in there. We got the numbers advantage, we got more cavalry than they do. Actually, let's have a look at the units that we have. So we've got halberdiers. What sort of pips do they have? 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. And the spearmen would be more defensive. Okay. So be taking the damage a bit less, but also not going to be deal as much damage. So I think halberdiers are pretty good. I think at least what we learned from the Total War as Teutonic Order, halberdiers are the way to go. But yeah, then we got the Hobbler Cavalry, which is quite offensive cavalry. 2 on both, or shock. It's both 2 offensive and defensive, and then 2 offensive morale. Actually, the armored knights would have the same. Oh wow, actually all the cavalry has the same. Okay, I guess we'll go with the Hobbler then, because it's it doesn't matter. So I guess it's mostly just flavor in there then. Right, so we got the even numbers in this combat. We got more cavalry. Diversity, yeah, I suppose. This is gonna go down to the dice rolls, I think. For the most part. I mean, our cavalry should be doing, oh, well, a little bit more damage. But on average, we should be able to win this. Just about. Oh, we got a little bit better roll there. I mean, we got better shocks, so that helps. There we go. They took more damage. Although, not that much more damage. Infantry combat ability. Oh, yes. Laser units will have more diversity. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they do. Okay, well. Go to Småland in the meanwhile. Småland. And Sweden is trying to retake that. Still been blockading all of this. We're a bit low in manpower, but at least we won the combat there. That gave us a massive amount of score. 10 points already from that. Plus the blockades are probably giving a decent bit. A few points. About 4 points. Plus the occupation of Scotland is about 15 points. Yeah, not too bad. We're still a bit down from the points from battles, but that was an important victory. And the next one, assuming that they didn't get any good traits. Don't actually know if they did. But they got Master of Arms. I don't remember what that bonus is. Not entirely sure if I... Oh wait, no, they got the infantry combat ability as well then. Right, so it's not going to be quite as good. Actually, it might help them more because they got more infantry than cavalry. I could technically recruit another unit. At the same time, I kind of want to have enough manpower reserve here. But we'll see. How much do we have the... Oh, we are technically over our force limit. Right. And our Naval Materials hasn't really gone up yet. I mean, at least we're not losing any. Although I suppose what I could do is I could take like one of these ships, like one of the cogs, and send it back home. So that I can get a little bit of the Naval Materials and then I can recruit one of those trade ships from me. Because that would be really nice. Supply shortage in there, excellent. And yeah, the blockade did not suffer from that. Sweden is slowly resieging that. The enemy is retreating all the way to Finland by the looks of it. That giving us a decent bit of time. Previous versions you could ask the estates for soldiers, unfortunately. You couldn't find it in this version. There might still be an option somewhere, but I think there's just so many things in here. That's kind of hard to figure out. Plus there's multiple things in here. No obligations. Mana cost for noble levies, so it kind of feels like you can get levies. Less power, review privileges. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there is a way for to do it, but it's just finding your way through all of this is going to be something that takes a long while. I'm not going to be focusing too much on it today, I reckon. It's certainly something that I will take a look at over time. Are we now gaining? Yes, we should be getting some naval materials. And yeah, we got that one, but I don't want to get the manpower recovery speed right now, or reduce that right now, because we are at war. And I don't think we don't have any unrest anywhere. Actually, I wonder, is there still a travel time thing? Oh yeah, there is. Communication is perfect. Monthly autonomy change is pretty high there. What about Northern Schleswig here? Excellent communications efficiency is 86, almost 87%. Probably the furthest away. I suppose over here, Bornholm would probably be the lowest. It doesn't even have communications by the looks of. Oh wait, no, it does. Decent communications. 57%. Okay. If we were to get a harbour in there or something like that, would probably make it a lot easier. Speaking of which, do we have any sort of harbour in there? No, we don't. Naval disunity for the White Horde. And our army has slowly... Well, we're down to 1,000 manpower, which isn't great. I'm sure that we will regain some of that, at least. Yeah, so far so good. I mean... Oh, the enemy is now low enthusiasm. They might win this. I wonder what they'll actually take in the... Oh dear, that's... The army may attack there, although it's Forest Hills. Presumably since it's level 1 fort, they might not get the defensive bonus, although I'm not entirely sure about that. It's been a while since I played EU4, quite frankly. I think I've... Building the mod is quite painful, at least from what you could do. There's a simple way to do it. I think there might be, if I remember correctly, if you... no, it wasn't that. Hold on a minute, I do recall that there was some sort of button that you could do to do the construction. At least in the older ones. I think there is still some sort of way to do it in this. Force and taxes, okay. No, that's not the thing. That province on the bottom left. Oh, right, that one. And then you go for the build infrastructure. Design the project. Improve infrastructure. Oh, right, then we could get the harbour in here. For example, that. Rank 1. Prepare to construct. Yeah, okay, I can see what you mean by being quite a bit of, but it costs us actually not that much. Sure. Get that started. Also, we can probably speed up a little bit. I'm not looking at the combat anymore. But yeah, that is a lot, actually. Let's just select that province again. Oh, wait, no. Oh, right, so that deselects it if you have it selected. But apparently you can have multiple provinces selected, so you might be able to select more than one and then use the event, although I'm not entirely sure if that would work or not. We may need to test that at some point. The enemy is sieging down over there again. If I could get this siege down. Oh, now they're changing their direction. Oh, actually gaining money. Interesting. Oh, they're trying to attack me. We got forest flats in here. A river crossing penalty. Unfortunately, well, we got it 0%. Ooh, actually, before they get in here, let's consolidate their regiments. We'll have a bit higher chance of winning this. They are arriving at 11th. There we go. They're now here. Oh, we got the attacker penalty in here. Well, damn it. We may lose this. Although we got a pretty good roll here at the start. And continue with pretty good rolls, actually. We might just win this. Although now that's it. Oh wow, there's roll a 0. Oh, now we're pretty even here. We won. Actually took really, quite little casualties in that. Which is quite, oh right, we're out of manpower, so that's why the reinforcements don't go as much. You can do multiple, but it's clicking 2 times per province rather than picking the building, clicking once per province. Double the time. Plus, if you want to build different buildings in different provinces, you have to click. Or for the one, then deselect, pick again, repeat. Yeah, so it could certainly use a bit of tweaking for sure then. Alright, now we can see the monarchs switching. So our siege of Smallland is actually at least going alright. Although after this combat we may need to... Oh, right. Actually get going. It's lagging a fair bit on these start of the year events. That was a bit unfortunate. Alright, Russ, thanks for swimming by. Right, game. You could go forward, you know. Okay, there we go. Lag a bit every year, so we'll just get used to it. I guess so. How much? Oh, we do actually have a bit of manpower now. Huh. But our max is... Oh. That's gone down a fair bit. Oh, and some sort of... Oh, Mamluks declared war on Silesia. Interesting. Which is right in Anatolia. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right there. Well, goodbye for them. Well, we got 23 corruption right now. It is still going up a lot. And we started on what, 1357? Or something like that, or 56 right at the last day. So yeah, in 3 years it's gone up by 3 points. It is going up a fair chunk. They got their ships up there. Oh, there we go, our siege has completed. I could go siege down Belking. Also, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this... Oh, how do I give this control? Matter control. That button is very small. So where is the army? Probably back into Finland. They'll need 1,700 men for their reinforcements. That's not gonna happen. And we had... Oh! Larger regional city gives us a bit of... Oh! The material cost for projects. Visual on trait map mode +1. Daily prestige is a little bit, and local institutions spread a little. Speaking of institutions, let's have a look at that. Has the commercialism or commercialization, it is slowly spreading in here. Not very quickly, mind you, but it is spreading. You have a look at so. Oh, yeah, it's really small. Actually, I suppose there might be edicts that we could use. Or no, there is no edicts in this. Never mind. Who declared war on who? Lithuania declared war on Kiev. If I remember... Oh yeah, Lithuania starts as pagan. Not that I'm necessarily surprised by that, but yeah. That's a thing. Right, so this siege is going to take a while, but at least we still have the blockade going in. And we are slowly recuperating naval materials. Very slowly, that is. I actually wonder, so we are building up here, right? Ongoing construction. Construction 2. Demanded goods, naval and industrial. Demanded labor, peasantry and residents. Oh, mostly residents, actually. Do we even have the population required for that? No, not really. Not in here. We've got 8,000 peasants. Have no residents whatsoever. It's a bit weird because Castile are gaining 20-ish ducats per month. Thought we'd gain a bit more month. Yeah, I was hoping for... Oh, we are actually getting money now since we're not... Oh, we didn't got beaten back. Okay. Where? Oh, that's the army. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of gaining money, but of course we are at war right now, so that's one of the things. We don't have a trade fleet, so that's another thing. And just the populations are much smaller in here. I actually wonder if I can see the total population of my nation somewhere. It's in the development, but that's not what I'm looking for. Common interaction. Welfare stuff. Let's actually have a look. What does this do? Right, so for reforms. With low screen. Didn't look like it wasn't Diplo screen, but yeah, no, it's probably listed somewhere. It's just finding it. Oh, we could do the census. Okay, never mind. Well, yeah, we'll probably find it at some point. Like, we can have a look at the population in here. That's already 56,000 peasants in Sjælland alone. We've got so many other provinces, so it's... Oh. Eastern Jutland has 92,000 peasants, which is majority of the population in there, but yeah, I think we've got quite a bit more. I'd say we'd probably have somewhere like 200 to 300,000 total. Well, actually, maybe a bit more. Less than 500,000 though. Okay, we got 7% chance of winning this siege. Then we may have to go in there to... Oh, there we go. Oh! Did we win or lose? Victory. We won. And we got bulking out of that for us. Oh. Alright then. Let's get the ships in here. Is there unrest in this place? Oh, there we go. We gained the land. Here we go. Control Scania. In our tradition. I wonder if it has an impact on the communication speed down here. I mean, we don't have... Oh, wait, no. Oh, there we go. Perfect communications there, and that's now excellent communications. So yes, it did have an impact on that. There's also war. Total military casualties, 7,000 manpower. Spent 96 amount of wealth during the war and lost 0 to your enemies. We looted over 300 amount of wealth. 38 of which, or almost 39 of which have taken into your treasury. The rest was distributed to your soldiers. No civilian casualties for our side. To be fair, we were not being sieged down either. Right, we need to get some rivals. First we could rival Teutonic Order because they've rivaled me. Maybe Brandenburg. And who was the last? Wolgast. Huh. First we can combine that. So now we might be getting some money. Oh, yes we are. Let's have martial law. Aha, where is that listed in here? There's a fair bit of trauma, that's for sure. Oh. There's a bit of banditry. Actually, no, it's not really that bad. It's gaining some, but we are suppressing it, at least in this one. Oh, now we're losing a tiny bit of money. Yeah, it may have disappeared already. And the communications are pretty good in there. That's quite nice. You know what? I'm gonna move this army as soon as I can. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, I already have cores on these. I probably had cores at the beginning, but... that would just return to me. Which would kind of explain why there wasn't martial law or anything like that. Communication was pretty much instantly set up. That would kind of do it. Right, so we would have up to 8,000 manpower. Ooh, Sweden wants to marry. I'm sure. I wonder how a NASA computer would run this smoothly. Well, the problem is that it probably uses like 1 or 2 cores at most. Probably 1. But that's kind of the problem. It needs to have very like fast single core to run this. At least we're getting the naval materials now. I think I'm going to get you to spawn, now that I already mentioned that. I'm going to put you... Is there a 100 rebels thing still, or is that not in this mod? Ah, there's the autonomous rebel suppression. That's the one. Make sure that there's no unrest in here. I doubt there actually is any, but you never know. Oh, and this is minor center of trade. Interesting. Again, the humiliate rival to Teutonic Order, Brandenburg, and Wolgast, as one might expect. Now we got withdraw support from the knights. Clean up the mission trees. Interesting. That's probably some nations may have some oddities in there. New disease. Oh no, malaria. Okay. Outbreak there. Luckily we're not anywhere near that. Right, so what would this be? Inward travel time, provincial corruption from autonomy. local autonomy change, so this wouldn't necessarily be a bad one to use points on. Although, what would the admin tech itself give? Admin efficiency. Oh, that would be pretty good as well. Our next target should technically be Schleswig. We do have a core in there. But no. Let me see. If I was to declare war, Bohemia would join because they are the Emperor, probably. So we may need to find a way to declare war on them without poking the Emperor directly. Maybe we could try to vassalize them peacefully. They do like me. Influence, offer vassalization. Oh, I own their core, so they're not going to accept that ever. 46,000 versus 6,000. It should be easy. For them, that is. Right, we've got another merchant. Have a look at the trade map mode here. So there's the Baltic Sea. First we could send someone in here to transfer trade. I suppose. Hasn't actually arrived there, but we did manage to gain a little bit of money now again. Oh, and... oh, that's still undergoing. How long is it going? Doesn't look like it's really had progress there, has it? Probably still missing the workers, to be fair. That might be it. Demanded goods. Oh right, first it needs the goods. Then it needs to have the labor, I think. Okay. Yeah, no, I think they're just missing the resources in there, and then they'll need to get the labor in one way or another. We'll have that port there set up eventually. I actually wonder, what sort of bonuses does the harbour give? That's rank 2. Okay, it's combat cost for... well, embark cost for CE, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, communication efficiency. 40%. Naval force limit per 1,000 workers 2. Naval force limit per 1,000 residents 4. That gives us a total of 0.4 and... well, 3.2 and 0.4 respectively. Reduces the cost to ensure leave naval communication efficiency. Facilitates river transport if applicable. Provides a naval force limit from provincial urban population for use at sea. River crossings will provide 10% of the values listed. Commerce output is 5%. Okay, do we have anywhere that... oh, this one has level 1 harborage, so we can see kind of the... Ilifix, thanks for the raid. Much appreciated. Thank you. So what were you streaming? EU4 Portugal. Ah, that is always a nice one. Doing a lot of Colonial game, I presume, then? Or in that run, anyway. Death of a major player. Huh. Renowned figurehead. A respected figure within the faction that you could exploit their weakness. But maybe we don't want to exploit that quite yet. And they start just on attacking Castile. Ah, fair enough. Oh, spiritualist takeover. Interesting. What does that give us? Ability increase interval goes down, unjustified demands goes down. Monthly autonomy change is still up though. Alright, well, thanks for the raid. We're still trying to figure out how things work in MEIOU taxes in the meanwhile. Urban production efficiency might be quite nice. How much production inefficiency? Oh, the monthly cost is actually really small. Sure. That's gonna give us a bit of admin points at least. And it might actually have a nice impact on the income that we get. At least I hope it will. I doubt it's actually going to be all that massive, but we'll see. Gotland is a vassal of Sweden. I presume Sweden... Yeah, Sweden does like that. 127. Teutonic Order does not like us, but I'm not really surprised by that. Oh, that's Venice. I thought that was Norway for a while, but no, it wasn't quite the Norwegian flag. It is quite cheap advisors, actually. Of course, it's only level 1. I'm actually going to check the diplomatic advisors as well, if there's something that would be piquing my interest. And once we actually get further into the month, I'll check how our income was. If it was 0.12 ducats per month right now. Of course, we... Actually, no. We're no longer reinforcing the unit. No, it's still the same income, more or less. And aristocratic control again. Alright then, so, over here. Royal Navy's diplomatic tech cost. There's the envoy travel time, diplomatic relations, reputation... Diplo tech cost goes down. Oh, both of these reduce the diplo tech cost. Interesting. Oh, and they have different factions. I see. That has an effect on things. Oh, but having advisors increases your corruption. And Volga is no longer a valid rival. Oh dear. Anyway. Who else could we have as a rival then? Oh, we could still re-rival them. I don't want to rival Sweden or Schleswig. I wonder, do we still have the diplo relations, I wonder? Doesn't list it here. Probably listing it somewhere else. Oh, we do have new... Oh, we can only have 2 relations, so we have already both of them. That's Sweden and Norway, so never mind. Oh, but what we can do now is we can recruit a light ship. Where would be the fastest thing to do that, actually? Probably somewhere around here. 500 days. There's a bit of a long recruitment time. Oh, we're getting now 6 naval materials per day. Well, that's an improvement. How's the production started? It's not demanding any goods yet, but it doesn't have the labor force required. But for that we may actually need to get something like a urban center or something like that. What was it? Amenities? Urban housing. Oh. Right, 10 would be if we go to level 1. The industrial maintenance, commercial maintenance, they make pathing. Oh, right. Well, this one doesn't necessarily need the pathing as much. Garrison, not really. Irrigation, probably. Actually, what do we produce as a... That's a property industry. We've got fishery, which produces quite a bit. So I'm guessing fish is kind of the biggest production in here. Well, a bit of salt. Because we can actually stroll through these. Wait, no, that is all the things that they're producing here, so it's basically fishing. Alright then. I'm actually losing a bit of money, is that? Oh, we're building the ship, so we're probably buying things. I could complete the admin ideas. I think I will do that, actually. It might open up some more policies. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's a bit less autonomy. Definitely more money. Or at least should be more money. We'll actually see. It's technically less corruption from the autonomy. is what was the biggest thing in there at the last one, I suppose. We're still losing a bit of, although we can actually lower our army maintenance a little bit. I'm not going to go all the way down, but enough to actually make some money. Kind of just rotate the income a little bit there. There's still 400 days for the ship, so it is going to take a while. We might want to make Skåne into our shipbuilding place there. How much is the population there? Oh, that's over 100,000. Interesting. Well, there's a lot of... Oh, Norway doesn't have an heir, but Norway has quite a young ruler. That's probably not going to happen. Over here, we still got that one that we could place in, but I don't think we'd do. Is this? Oh, right, yeah, we don't have any junior continental vessels or anything like that. Not yet, anyway. So what was the missions in here? Integrate Norway. Build up the navy. Subjugate Verdun. Conquer Gotland. Right, that may be a problem. Do we have a claim in there? Consider cores. No, we don't consider that as a core. Actually, I suppose we could just use the diplomat mode. We've got some claims over here. Well, actually, I think that's cores. Yeah, those are cores. Well then. Oh, now we're getting some more money. 0.75. Have we done something differently in here now? No, it hasn't still started construction as far as I can tell. At least it's not telling me when it's going to be completed. I doubt they've started doing that. Ship is underway. Taking still about a year. So far so good. Would there be any good military advisors actually? The monthly costs are rather small. Manpower training cost modifier. Oh. Prestige from land battles, but that is level 2. We probably can't afford that one. We'll go with the siege ability, and that's always nice. Or land force limits. Actually, how is the land force limit? We are actually technically over it. Oh. How much are we getting? Basic value is 1. And we're getting what? 3.2, 3.3, 4.3, 4.9, 5. Okay, so we just need to get a little bit more. So yes, if we get the advisor increasing that, we will actually save a lot of money. There we go, we are getting no money because we have the force limit up now. That is actually quite good. Got about a dagger income right now. It's not great, but it will have to do for now. Actually, let's have a look. How is Sweden... They got a fairly quick communication down here. More trade ships. We don't have the Naval Materials yet. Eventually, though, yes, we will get more. I mean, we got at least 6 income per month right now, so... Let's see, if it takes 200 per ship, that would be 33 to 34 months to get a new one. Of course, once we get that trade ship out in the open, it's not going to be any cheaper. Or it's going to take even longer. Although, we might just be able to increase some other things here. Actually, I wonder, so that's the infrastructure capital. Oh, right, is that the... Oh, wait, no, that is the capital. Well, basically, that's just the administration center, more or less. Oh, right, no, that's just the capital building itself. Okay. Good to know. Okay, so the small ones are maintenance, and the big ones are the actual buildings. I'm slowly starting to get hang of this. Oh. Civil levies high. Peasant levies high. Volunteers high. I mean, I suppose later on in the game, once there's a bit there's been some wars where attacks are destroyed, they might lack a little bit less, although the amount of provinces and all that all the calculations still there are gonna be a thing. Got at least a bit of prestige, but our corruption has risen up to 26 now. I mean, there's a few things that we can do about that. We can start curtailing the privileges of the various estates. At least that was the thing in previously. Commercial law. Nobles are the main peoples and most corruption comes from. Yeah, that is probably the case indeed. I mean, they got a lot of privileges, to be fair. Actually, no, alright, so these with the levels are the... Oh, there's obligations, familiar appointments. Oh, that's a lot of corruption, but also some legitimacy. Speaking of which, our legitimacy is dropping still. But yeah, the ones with the numbers are probably the ones that have been stated. What was that one? Autonomous holdings. Zero reform. So what can we do here? That would lower it, would lose some... Oh, loyalty would go down. And the loyalty is currently 48, so maybe not right now, because it would basically make them rebel. So yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna reduce the privileges quite yet. Is the loyalty gonna go up at all? I suppose not really. We could support the nobility, that would probably do something. Let's actually have a look at the commoner interactions again. We could do the grain distribution. Appropriate land for property. Land reform. Have a look at the land reform. Resources. Farmland. Let's go for 5% more. I'm not entirely sure how much that's going to do, though. Every province. Redistribute land. Peasantry are indifferent. Minus 25% progress towards stability, currently 47%. Denmark gets recent land grants for a year. Stability increase interval. Oh, okay. Not entirely sure if that really has an effect on anything. I mean, sure it does have an effect on something, but what exactly it does, I'm not entirely sure. So, Zealand is actually pretty good. Oh, important center of production, and also a minor center of trade. Largest regional city. Oh, right, it might be indeed largest regional city because it has the highest urban population. There is actually 18,000 residents, 1,400 nobles, and some burghers and clergy. Welcome to not understanding the estate affairs. Thank you. I'm sure that the population in here is not, not understanding the estate reforms, is probably fairly high. At least we got a moose over here. We got a fort guarding the southern border, that's good. Do not have a fort over here, that might be something that we should focus on investing at some point. Also, there is probably some... Let's have a look, is there any construction going on by the... Oh, ongoing construction, what are they building? Harborage. So that is being done by the estate. Oh, and there's something going in here. Is that also harborage? Yep. Oh, and there was a bit of lag spike there. And also harbour bridge. Okay, so they are building a lot of harbour bridges. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, port is quite nice. And we don't have a lot of ports right now, do we? No, like, Skåne has one, or level 2 technically. That has level 2. Has level 1. Actually, go back to here. Level 2, level 2, level 1, level 0. Or rather, these two don't have anything. So yeah, filling up those is probably not a bad idea. So I'm guessing... Oh, right, Norway does own that. I wonder, can I make Norway into my vassal? Probably not. Yeah, our economy is not quite strong enough for that. But, oh, we're about to get the ship, so we can start doing some trading. -1, okay, there we go. So, protect trade. First we'll go for the North Sea. Oh, actually it says that it's going to be a loss because of the gain is going to be so small. Well, because that will at least give us a bit of naval tradition. We don't have a lot. Unless they change that, how it works. That's the reason you gave up. Not understanding anything. Yeah, I can imagine. Right, so we are still getting about a ducat per month. Would there be anything in here? I mean, no. For morale of navies, diplomatic cost. That might not be a terrible thing. Also, the cost isn't that massive. So we could do that. We're not really building spy networks right now. Could get the extra diplo relations. I think I want to go with the naval advisor. Just in case. I mean, how much do we... We don't actually need that much points to get the level up. And that's going to increase our trade efficiency, which is currently 1. So it's basically going to double this trade efficiency. I mean, technically it's 101%. And then, yeah, it's going to be 102%. So it's actually not double the trade income, but it is going to double the extra I would be gaining. But eventually it will have an impact, that's for sure. Let's have a look at what's going on in the world. Bit of war in Italy. To the surprise of absolutely no one. What is England doing? Are you fighting... You're not even fighting France. Huh. What is France doing then? They're not fighting either. They do have a truce with England until February next year, so... Oh, wow. That's not going to last very long, is it? Or rather, it probably hasn't lasted for a while. I think they start with truce then. That might be the case, because we haven't gone all that long. And there we go, we can get the Miltech. Extra morale is... Well, it's not a massive boost for the morale. It's still going to be quite nice, I'd reckon. How much do we have morale now? Well, with the reduction in upkeep, it's not a lot. It would be somewhere around 1.3 and 1.4 probably, without the maintenance reduction there. Speaking of which, we're still paying about half a ticket for our army. We could lower that, but at the same time I have a feeling that it is going to be quite costly. Now, how is the corruption doing? I know that it's going up still. Oh, it's going up by 0.9 still. Ooh. That's going to be quite something. Now we're just waiting for the... Like, we can see kind of a ghost of this tooltip here. And, yeah, so... We'll just need to wait until the game goes through the calculations. And that's kind of the downside of the mod this size. Or this in-depth. It's just, there's so much to calculate for the game that it really struggles. Like, the game engine itself really struggles. I'm not going through all of that. Do we still have some devastation? We do actually have some province trauma, in, especially in Skåne. Yeah, it's not... Well, it is going down a little bit. The city goes or puts it down by 0.1 per month. So with that speed, ooh, it is actually going to take a while, isn't it? But yeah, in my test game as Lübeck, I didn't do all that much. Lübeck does have a pretty good harborage though, that's for sure. Speaking of the harbors, again, let's have a look. So we are building up here. How they actually started the work though? No, not by the looks of it. I think there would be a progress bar in there, but it's not showing that, so it means that they've not started actually working. Missing the workforce in there. Not entirely sure how well they'll be able to get there, I wonder. Like over here, for example, there is just no residents whatsoever. So that may be a problem. And I suppose Bornholm has the same problem. Yep. They've gotten all the resources in there, just that's about it. Oh, and over here we're probably building a port as well, aren't we? Yeah, harborage. Oh, and even the Norwegians are building something. Ooh, silver. Interesting. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have any that sort of minerals. I'm pretty sure that there's the copper. Yeah. There's some copper over there. Ooh. Uppland has a trade power of 3.7. Skåne has 3.9. Okay, so how much do I actually have in North Sea right now? 11%. Huh. And we're making a third of a ducat per month there. So not massive. I suppose it could be worse though. How much until we get this? It should be by the end of the year, or around October or something like that, is when we can finally get the Diplo 6. Oh, right. How is the commercialism? 15% in New Zealand. It's getting there, but it's probably going to take a decade or two at least before we're going to get that completely. So the legitimacy is still going down, but it's actually the speed that is going down. It's not that massive anymore. Because the faction support is giving us quite a bit, actually. Interesting. But yeah, it's basically a similar decay system as for Prestige in Vanilla, as far as I can tell. And stuff like Army Tradition. Speaking of which, we've got 41 points on that. Extended levies, ooh. Let's switch to that. Open enlistment. Okay. Oh, right, that's for bureaucracy. Right. Extended levies is down here. Wait, did I just get rid of the entire thing? Oh. Well, I guess I did. Well, that means that it's no longer extended levies. Or maybe it is. Now I'm not entirely sure what I did. Have a look at the pie chart of wealth share. There we go. The clergy has quite a bit of wealth, nobility has even more, burghers have a fair bit, and the peasants have, or lower class, have 2% of the wealth. I mean, they are the lower class for a reason. There we go, so now we've got a bit higher trade efficiency. Settler growth increased +2. Not a lot, to be fair. Not a lot. Oh, right, yeah, here's the... Oh, right, exploration, so you need to wait quite a bit for the exploration ideas. then you get the colonialism at some point. But there is a lot of idea groups, that's for sure. And for the next idea group, we need to wait for quite a while in here. Now, to be fair, we already got... Oh, there's some that have no images, or the images might be kind of corrupted or something, I don't know. Standing army might not be bad. Manpower recovery speed, less unrest, siege ability. Of course, quality and quantity are quite nice. We could go for naval ideas. That might actually be alright for Denmark. In naval ideas, well, speaking of naval, we are getting now 7 naval materials per month. We are spending 4 on the trade mission. Oh, right. So we can barely have 2 trade ships out at the same time. Progressive trade ideas may help a bunch. Let's have a look at those then. I mean, trade ideas, well, yeah, that would actually be pretty good. It would increase our trade power. And then bureaucracy. Admin cost. Admin efficiency. Advisor cost. More advisors. Ruler authority minus 10%. Institutional authority plus 10%. Stability increase. Yearly corruption. Yearly corruption would be quite nice. Actually, let's have a glance at the centralization right now. We got up to 30. And tech cost does go down the higher up we go. That's good to know. So just the fort maintenance, corporation cost. Or I think so at least. And the unrest. But the fact that we are reducing the corruption is always quite nice. But yeah, no, I think this mod's kind of biggest problem is just the fact that you need to have really beefy computers to actually be able to run this smoothly. I mean, smooth and MEIOU and tax probably doesn't go together anyway, but... kind of, well, that and then a lot of the things that if you want to build, you need to click through a lot of menus. That's kind of a problem. It's just, is not really intuitive UI in that way. But it is certainly an ambitious mod, that's for sure. We have improved relations with Sweden pretty far. Quite nice. They do like me for the time being. Oh, right. What is our naval force limit, I wonder? 9. Okay, so we need to get probably about 9 ships before we can get the mission done. Castile with 50 provinces managed. Don't even think of what Russia and China may have to deal with. It is quite bad, yeah. Of course, the AI takes care of a lot of the management to a certain degree. Actual location. Oh, this one doesn't necessarily need any more work for. Oh no, never mind, it does. Over here it says 0. Over here it says 1. Which one is it? I still don't really have any residents in there. Nor do they have any in here. They're kind of figuring out how those work is probably going to take a while. I'm sure that there are tutorials for this already, so that might be something to do. Have a look at... Alright, yeah, that is my capital. I could move the capital there, but that would cost quite a few, but a lot of points, let's put it that way. Integrate Norway, that's going to be a bit of a difficult one. Unless we can get a personal union over them. Actually, dynastic actions, I cannot claim the throne. We do not have the same dynasty yet. That would be a problem. We're still only producing... What are we producing in our capital, I wonder? Just out of curiosity. So, got mines, farmlands, forests. Got districts, industrial, academic, and commercial. Invested. Oh yeah, Zing. Yeah, thank you. How's work? And yeah, getting to the 1,000 subscribers, that took a while. I did put out my first videos back in like 2013, but then I had like 2 or 3 years break, then I didn't really do videos. Property, not production. Oh, bollocks. Here we go. It's relatively similar. Oh right, there's also the industry. Yeah, that is property. Industry. There's crops, pasture, plant fiber, sea salt, timber, fishing, cottage industry, hardware, oh, houseware, textile, processed materials, armaments, ships, religious education, commerce. Okay, and what else do we have there? Oh right, no, it's just shows the other pages there. Never mind. But yeah, we got all sorts of things in there compared to Bornholm in here, which isn't really getting a lot of things. It's doing some trading, at least. Our manpower is quite low. We almost have enough naval materials to build another ship, to be fair. Now the question is, do I actually want to build the next ship yet? Because the problem is, if we do that and we set it into action, then it's gonna basically mean that we have no income of naval materials at all right now. What I could do, of course, is just let it accumulate a little bit more, go to like 300 or 400, and then build the second ship. Although, how much does it actually give us money? I suppose one thing that I could do, I mean, if we have a look at the naval maintenance, it's half a ducat per month. That's about as much as for military, actually. Yeah, I could probably mothball these. Yeah, a bit better. I mean, I suppose if we just select the fleet, we can see how much it actually has an upkeep. Okay, it's about 8 of ducats. About 8 of a ducat. And how much are we getting from trade? A third of a ducat. So yeah, we are getting more money over there, but overall it's probably mostly about the trade power in our provinces. But certainly not the biggest ones in there. We're the third largest by the looks of it. The merchant present gives us half a point. Main trade city in area gives us half a point, so that's 1 point there. Another half, 1.5 points from the light ship. Okay, so we need to have 10 light ships to get as much as we get from provinces. That's not going to happen. Not that we necessarily need to have that happen, to be fair. Other trade zones total values at well, it's 2.5% there, or 2.5 ducats there rather. So yeah, that's not much. 3.9 ducats in Baltic Sea. So we have 8.6 in the Channel. But yeah, the numbers are actually quite smaller than kind of used to in vanilla. Now what was the... No, that is the North Sea trade. Right. There's 4 ducats over there. So North Sea is actually one of the smallest ones in here, oddly enough. Oh. How much of that is going away, I wonder? None of it. Is it an end node? No, 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 it can't be an end node, can it? I don't know, actually. If protecting Baltic, try and move from it. I could try that, yeah. 3 in, 1 out. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is... Is that going out? Or is that going in? No, I think 1 is going to the... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. That's coming in. That's coming in. Why does it do a trip over there to turn around? That seems a bit odd. My double way, it could be. But anyway, we are transferring some power from here to North Sea. So I suppose I could send in the trade fleet in there instead. Protect trade in Baltic. Technically would be a smaller loss in there. Would add a bit less in trade power total. It would be a 0.05 ducat gain in there, so yeah, I suppose we'll send it there. Also get a bit of vision in there in case there's some interesting things happening there, although probably not too much during this segment of the stream. Oh, and Savoy and Switzerland are fighting. 2 false Denmarks. Okay, Switzerland is not quite Denmark, but it has the red, white cross on red background. Where does it say which ones go in and which ones go out? Oh wait, no, I see what's happening in here. That is going in there. That is where the trade node is. So this might actually be an end node. To a certain degree. Is this connected in... Hold on a minute. Elbe? Yeah, you are sending the North Sea. You're getting things over there. What about... the channel over here? So you are sending into North... Oh. So it is an end node. Because if you look at North Sea, there's only 4 of these that come in. But yeah, that is like, that is the Elbe trade node going in here. Oh, and then we can see over there is the trade node from the channel going in. Goes through Hamburg. Okay, it's still quite confusing, but I think we kind of figure out what's going on in there. We've got a bit of constructions in there. So what was that again? Amenities. I'm assuming that there's still not a construction to this. Nope. How many places are we constructing in? A lot. Well, we've got amenities in here. I could try to get the harbourage increase in Sjælland, for example. That would be a somewhat easy thing to build, I reckon. If we select province. Oh right, it wasn't showing in that map mode. Right, and then construct or build infrastructure. Parallelism units, 5 units per year. No idea what that means. Construct projects. Oh wait, no. Not the projects. Improve infrastructure. We could go for the harbourage upgrade. Go for rank 2. $170. Ooh. Okay, we'll pay that. So we can see maybe this will... Oh yeah, they got the things... Oh look at... Hold on a minute. Construction 12. Not entirely sure what that means. Maybe it's the manpower required for it, I don't know. But they don't demand any labor for this, so technically they should start working on it. Maybe? Still rather confused by all this. I suppose I brought this on myself. Okay, now we've got a decent bit of naval materials. I think what we're going to do is we are also going to recruit another org in here. Does cost a fair bit and means that we have basically no income. Actually, no, we have increased our income. Not entirely sure if it's been kind of natural growth or not. It has improved. And our max manpower is 10,000, so we have still 4,000 reserve right now. We actually have the allies targeting diplomat kind of free. I could marry Schleswig-Holstein. Of course, I don't actually have the Diplo slots available right now, I reckon. I really wish that you could see the Diplo relations somewhere in here. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to vassalize due course anyway, but I was hoping to maybe get them as a junior partner. And if we do military actions, first of all, we've got pretty good relations with them right now. Of course, that will go down, but there would still be a certain Bohemia on the enemy side. Parent war, a fellow Catholic is a sin, but a common one. Yeah, I guess it is. Sweden has 5,000 men, Norway has 4. A bit of land here that could be colonized. Probably will at some point. It could be a long time, that's true. The legitimacy is still dropping. If we went mad, it probably wouldn't be dropping at all. But, alas, we are mad. And power projection has gone... Oh, right, it's actually going down right now. We did eclipse Volgas, but that's about it. How big is the Empire right now? Those two are not part of the Empire. But, yeah, it's quite sizable still at this early age. Only limited around that. A lot of the rulers get negative traits. Yeah, that's true. So we're gonna do one more year and then we're gonna switch the games. So we'll probably take about 5 to 10 minute break in between there while I switch things and all that. But let's first wait until the game actually lets us continue. To be fair, I really should at some point test out the latest update of vanilla EU4, but I don't have the previous expansion or this latest expansion. I don't have Leviathan or the Origins, so I don't know. So I kind of burned out myself on the EU4 right before Leviathan came out, and then Leviathan was a bit of a disaster of a DLC. I didn't really feel like playing EU4, quite frankly. Quite a while. So how much do we have trade power in Baltic here? I don't actually know if Leviathan is still that low on the reviews. I know that it had pretty terrible reviews, that's for sure. We've got 1.7 trade power in here. That's quite limited, I would say. But yeah, I would assume that it's still relatively low in the reviews. I mean, it still is overwhelmingly negative reviews the last time I checked. I don't know how much percentage-wise it is these days. How much are we actually gaining money? Almost 1.3 ducats per month. That's not too bad. I'm assuming we still haven't built any of these things. There's demanded labor over there on this screen, at least, for Bornholm is basically 0, but over here it is still 1. But yeah, no, Has this even started? Now that was requiring the goods still. And it would require 2.5 residents. That may take some time. I have a feeling that, like, the low population nations have a really hard time on building anything in this mod. Because I suppose you need to have some residents to build anything, really. In the province, a lot of the rural lands or rural area don't really have any residents. So getting the buildings down. I mean, kind of makes sense that you can't have massive ports everywhere or stuff like that, but it kind of makes it really difficult to build, I think. Although it just might be that I'm misunderstanding some of the mechanics here. That wouldn't be the first case. I wouldn't really be surprised either. Where is this port for knights? Who are these? Oh, the knights. They're not right. So the Mediterranean knights, not the Baltic knights. These knights here, which actually do have a little bit of land. At least 2 provinces. And Cyprus is, well, Cyprus is Cyprus. One over here. But Damascus is independent. Oh well, I wouldn't necessarily say independent. I'm feeling that they are, oh yeah. They're a division of Mamluk. We'll have the policy available. Ooh, Scotland has a ruler of 61 years old. A massive negative prestige. Damn. That would be a potential for a personal union. I mean, you know what? We'll give it a shot. I'm pretty sure that we won't get that in the amount that we have available here. Oh, they don't want to marry me. They have too many Diplo relations. Those rulers infertile. Ooh, infertile is 61 years old. Oh dear. I guess it's gonna be personal union for them. They are at war with Navarre, England, and a few others. Oh, right. Oh. Yeah, 100 Years' Wars has started again. That would explain a thing or two. Oh, Kosovo, Macedonia, and Cyprus will remain subject to Serbia. Okay, what? Oh, Kosovo was inherited, right. I think that pop-up had the text kind of inverted there. Kind of said that because Kosovo had inverted Serbia. I was like, what? No, that can't be true. And it wasn't. So how much does Dishmartion have population? Almost 16,000. Actually, no. No, it's not even close to 16 or 15,000. I mean, it's something. But yeah, this is certainly a bit of slow burner. I mean, someone like Denmark is probably actually kind of too small to like stream in this mod. It can be probably fun in like playing on your own time. This is probably a bit too small. So we chose poorly, but that's alright. Although at least we had an interesting starting war, so there's that. Yeah, once we hit January, we'll drop the save, and then we'll take a small break. Of course, we first need to play through December here, which may take some time, and then there's going to be the minute pause at the 1st of January, so, you know, still got time. Well, actually, it's mostly the 1st of January that's going to take time at this stage. But yeah, I might try this a little bit off camera to maybe get a better grasp of the mechanics. Maybe have a look at Count Christo's tutorials on this and all that sort of stuff. That might be a smart idea. There we go. Just give it a quick save. And then, when I go to the break screen, we will be back in probably about 5 minutes. Until then, see you in a bit.